Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. For those of you that haven't watched yesterday's absolute banger, I done a collab on here with none other than George Benson. An amazing video, yes, a bit of a long one, 29 minutes in total, but 29 minutes of absolute brilliance and a really good perspective from George, who's smashing it on his channel. So if you're not subbed to him already, make sure you do. And we've got more collabs on the way. I've seen your requests. I know who you want on the channel. Don't worry, it's all being orchestrated as we speak. So yeah, tomorrow there will be another collab. And then on Friday, I'm going to give you my Premier League predictions. I know the last season, everyone got it wrong. Everyone got it seriously wrong, right? So I thought this season, why not throw my name in the hat? And why not attempt it and see how wrong I get it? It's interesting. I've already made my choices. But on Friday, the video will be out. It's safe to say it's a bit controversial. It was always going to be, so I'm not going to hide away from that. But it's going to be a good video. So make sure you tune in for that one. That is coming to you guys on Friday. Now, let's get into the news for today, which is, it's good news. It's good news everywhere. Maybe one bit of news which is a little bit, 50-50 for you guys, but it's not bad news, to be fair. I don't see it as bad news, so we'll get into it. Let's start off with our goalkeeping situation. You want to know who we're getting to come in and compete with Kepa Arrizabalaga. Yeah. I'm gonna pretend I speak Spanish. I don't. I just brutalized that. I apologize to any Spanish speakers. I really do. Let's start off with this from the main man, Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio, take it away. Rennes president Hovek to Bidrak 14. We've started official negotiations with Chelsea to sell Edouard Mendy. We know the player wants to leave and join Chelsea, but the agreement at the moment is not 100% completed between the three parts. Chelsea have agreed personal terms with Mendy a few days ago. New bid expected soon to complete the agreement with Rennes. Deal still expected to be done soon. No chances for Oblak, as always said. Atletico will keep him. Yeah, to be honest, look, that was never going to happen. I think we can all agree on that. That was never going to happen, right? If his release clause was 40 million, then yeah, cool. But it's not. It's 109 million. We've spent enough. We're not going to spend 109 on Jan Oblak. It's just not going to happen. But Edouard Mendy is going to be the guy. He is going to be the guy to come into Chelsea Football Club and try and revitalise our goalkeeping situation, because, as I said with George yesterday, and we both agreed on this, Kepa isn't a bad goalkeeper, right? We can agree. He's not shocking. He's not, well, actually, that's probably the wrong word to use. In comparison to last season, he's not terrible, just by nature. There is a good goalkeeper in there. I think it's all mental. I think he's shot with confidence. He hasn't helped himself. George made a very good point, saying he believes he's just not concentrating hard enough. It's as simple as that. And if he did, he'd be playing better, and he'd be making better saves. He'd be shot stopping better. He'd be concentrating in order to get those aerial duels and to win them. Many factors, which I believe it's mental. I don't think he's strong enough mentally. And there are some players and some goalkeepers that are born with it. There are some players and goalkeepers that get better with time. And there's some players and goalkeepers who just don't have it in them. And Kepa, who I believe has a good goalkeeper in there somewhere, has an opportunity to step up to the plate now. If not, your place is gone. Simple as that. There's a fresh, hungry goalkeeper coming in to take your place, mate. And he will take it. He's an international. He's a first-team starter. He's good. He's got good ability. He's tall. He's got great potential going forward in terms of age. He's got loads of attributes to his game in terms of being able to catch in the air, being able to shot stop, be commanding your area, being vocal. Many factors here which Kepa, we don't see it in him. So if Kepa doesn't step up and try to get that side out of him, you're going to be on the bench. It's as simple as that, mate. You're going to be on the bench. That's just the reality. So he needs to step up. He needs to step up. This is good for all parties. This is good for Chelsea. This is good for Mendy. This is good for Kepa. This is good for everyone. So we will see how it plans out. There was a bid that was made of £18 million recently made in the last few days, which has been rejected. And Chelsea Football Club will be making a better offer in the region between 20 to 30, apparently looking around 25 million, which should do the trick. We'll see what happens, but Chelsea will get the deal over the line. And once Mendy has come to Chelsea, and that will be announced, I'm going to start the whole train up again, right? We done it with all the other players, and we done it with Havertz. We were saying, don't worry, he's going to sign. It's going to happen. Well, I'm telling you guys now, Mendy is going to sign. Don't worry, Mendy will be joining Chelsea. Now, when Mendy does join Chelsea, and he's officially a blue, what do? We're not done. We're still not done. We ain't finished, right? We are going in for Declan Rice. And as Matt Law on the London Blue podcast, by the way, is a very good podcast. Fantastic, lads. So do make sure you're following. But this is the latest from Matt Law. Matt Law, take it away. Once Edouard Mendy's deal is completed, it's Operation Rice for Chelsea. There's a very good chance Rice moves to Chelsea this window. And that was said by Simon Johnson on Alex Goldberg's podcast. I've been on there myself. Alex Goldberg is a brilliant lad, honestly. So if you're not following Alex Goldberg as well, make sure you are. The Byline podcast is second to none. Fantastic guests on there. But Simon Johnson went on there. Matt Law went on London Blue. And they both said the same thing. Once Mendy is through the door, Chelsea are going for Declan Rice, baby. We are going for Rice. We're going for loads of Rice, right? Not Basmati, not long grain, Declan. So yeah, we're going in for Declan Rice. The England performance last night, which I don't even want to talk about, to be honest, absolutely horrific. But anyway, I believe many players were scared to even try to bother to show up just before the Premier League season. But that's a story for a different day. Declan Rice played in that game. So we saw a little bit of glimpse of him in midfield. But Chelsea, as well as the holding midfielder position, I believe he'll be utilised as a centre-back. I think we're going to have a bit of a hybrid. I don't think he'll come to Chelsea just to play in one position. I think if there's going to be cases where we need to play him in midfield, we will. Holding midfield, of course. And if there's going to be opportunities for him to play in centre-back, we'll play him there. So I think if he does join Chelsea, we'll see him play in both positions. I don't think it's just going to be one strict position. Centre-back is where we really need to bolster, though. And even though we got Thiago Silva, this is going to be a good opportunity to see what the future is like once Thiago Silva does move on and retire or do whatever he's got to do. Declan Rice will definitely be stepping up to the plate. And which other defenders are going to be joining him at centre-back? We're not so sure. At the moment, Zuma's going to be the one partnering Thiago Silva. But we are going in for Declan Rice. Now, this does put a little bit of question into Jorginho's future. Is Jorginho staying at Chelsea? Because let's be honest here, if we're going to have Kante as a DM, we're going to have Declan Rice joining the club, we're going to have Billy Gilmore, who is someone who's not going anywhere, and after injury he will be available. We're going to have Jorginho as well. I mean, at the moment, the other three names I just mentioned, well, Declan Rice isn't there yet, but once he joins, he's not leaving straight away. It's impossible. Jorginho's the one where his future is in question, and there's a big question mark there. It's in doubt. I believe Roma's interest in Jorginho might trigger them to make a move, and that money might come all the way back round. So we got Havertz, we gave money to Bayer Leverkusen. Bayer Leverkusen have used that money to buy Schick. Roma will now use that money to come to us and buy Jorginho, and then we'll use that money to go and buy Declan Rice, or vice versa. So, yeah, money going around in circles here, which means that we aren't technically spending more money. You think about it, it's just money circulating back round. So, yeah, it's good, and for Jorginho's future, it might be best for him to move on. I don't think he's going to play many games, if I'm being completely honest. And then Ethan Ampadu, once his loan is finished and he comes back to Chelsea, flipping hell, Jorginho's just not going to get a sniff. So, I reckon, if I'm predicting, and my predictions aren't always right, I think we've gathered that. But if I'm predicting, I think Jorginho might be leaving Chelsea sooner or later. We'll wait and see what happens. But Declan Rice is the final target that Chelsea will be going for this transfer window. And then we are done. After Rice, we are done. We have finally finished our transfer window. Thank goodness. Anyway, we move on to the last piece of news today. And that's to do with shirt numbers and one other central defender. So, talking about central defenders, Fikayo Tomori's been a topic at hand recently in terms of, is he staying, is he going on loan? He's not being sold. But the news is he's going on loan. But he's going on loan to a very good place. If I'm being completely honest, this club and the signings they've made, Tomori's going to fit right in. And the manager they have, we know him very well. He's going to Everton. Chelsea and Everton have agreed a loan deal for Fikayo Tomori, and the defender is on his way to Merseyside for a medical. This is great. Everton have made some fantastic signings, honestly. After Chelsea, I was looking at Leeds as the most impressive club in terms of signings, but Everton have just shot right up, flipping out. I mean, they signed Rodriguez. You know, James Rodriguez, unreal. Some might say he's past his peak. I think Carlo Ancelotti, who their manager is, who we know very well, as I've said, is going to get the best out of Everton. And I think Fikayo Tomori is going to be in a very good place. Very good place. Good level. Will be playing every week. His development is going to get through the roof. He's playing around some very good plays. He's playing under a world-class manager. Perfect circumstances for him to develop and then come back to Chelsea as an absolute beast. Why not? So, yeah, good luck to Fikayo on loan. I'm very much looking forward to him playing at Everton and to see what he does. Now, in terms of shirt numbers, to end the video, Willian's left the club. So there's a shirt number, a very important one, that's just lingering there with no name to it. Now, there is a name. That number 10 has been allocated to none other than Christian Pulisic. Yes, Pulisic is our new number 10. That shirt and the number is going to fly off the shelves at the mega store, without a doubt. And there's one more shirt number that has been given to a certain player. And it's been given by Tomori, number 29. To none other than Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is going to wear his normal number 29 that he wore at Bayer Leverkusen. It's his number. Tomori was more than happy to oblige and give the number even before the talks with Everton began. So fair play to Fikayo Tomori for being a top professional, not making a big deal out of it, and giving the number away to Kai Havertz. Fantastic gesture. But now he goes off on loan. Havertz, though, has got his number 29, and we look forward to the start of the season. Bring it on. I can't wait for Brighton. Now, the preview for that game will be out on Sunday. I want to let you guys know of the schedule coming up on the channel. So tomorrow, there will be a collab that is being released with a certain Chelsea YouTuber. I've seen your request. Friday will be the Premier League prediction video. Saturday, there will be no video. I am away for the weekend. Well, for the week, technically I'm away. But yeah, I'm not going to be uploading on Saturday. But on Sunday, there will be preview time. The first Premier League preview, and that's the preview to the Brighton game. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty on what to expect, our injury news, our team news, who to expect in the starting 11, Frank Lampard, the team, the players. It's going to be good. So that's the schedule for the next few days. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Let's try and smash the like button. We tried for 7,500 likes yesterday for me and George to both go bald. We're going to bring it down to 7, and that's not to go bald. We're just bringing it down to 7,000 likes for this video onwards. But if you can hit that, thank you all so much. So smash that like button for me. I really do appreciate the support. And I'll see all of you tomorrow for the collab that you've been waiting for. I'll see you guys then. Look after yourselves. Have a good one. Take care and peace.